Okay, so I'm back in Banner trying to figure out my plumbing situation, and I'm trying to lay it out in a way that will work. So as I showed in my previous video, I fitted the fresh water tank. It got the inlet, the gravity fill, the air vent, and these over here are the water sensors. There's no drain coming from it, and it will be drained from my recirculating holding tank. I have my outlet here going into the pump, which is going to work its way around to the accumulator and out under here. So everything's coming out of this particular cavity. Because as you know, I will have the platform on top. And so I'm trying to keep this cavity, neat. I have bought some hooks to hook this to the top of the platform so that it'll be upward. The vent will travel up with it. So now I'm looking at my recirculating tank. Originally, I had planned to have the drain go out underneath the van into my gray tank, which will be mounted under the van. But I can't do that because so that's the cavity of where the drain was going to go down underneath the van to where my mounted water tank will go. And this is the problem. See that? This is right. I put tapes here. So I can see in between the two boundaries of my cavity. And if you look under here, what's that? We got that right there is protecting the wiring from the exhaust and muffler and all that stuff that's under here. All of this stuff is hot, so I can't put it here. So I am looking to put it on this channel right here. So I see the exhaust pipe is still there, but let's go over there and measure. So what I have to do instead is I have to have my drain come out this end so that I can use the channel next to the other channel that you saw in the other video where my exhaust is. But the problem, not really a problem, I don't think, but the thing is, this area right here, this cavity here was intended to be solely for my furnace that I will use for my heat exchanger, and I have my air blowers going to be in here, and other plumbing will be in here as well. So now I'm infringing into this area to have a drain come out. This is my electric valve that is normally open, and when I hit the switch to turn on the recirculating shower, it will close the valve so that this tank can collect water and not drain out. And when I turn off the switch after the shower, this opens and drains out into, with this right here is just a placement. I found it in the house. It's not the real thing, but I just trying to get a visual. So it'll be a T where this will come out and go into here and go down to the gray tank underneath the tank. I do have the sink that I'm trying to think of as well, so that's why I'm thinking of T. The sink drain will come across here and go down as well. But that means I'm going to have to drill into the floor to make it flat to the bottom of this tank. So this tank, this outlet here has to go to the bottom. You can't see, but there's a lot of stuff, including 2 inches of floor. So that means I have to put that drain, this drain right here, down 2 inches, so it can be as close to the bottom of the tank as possible, so that I can drain as much water as possible. So that's another project that I foresee that I'm gonna have to do. Just basically cut a channel out so that this can lay flat to the bottom and go into the T to go down into the tank, to the gray tank. So it looks like this area is getting kind of crowded. And then I have this that I have to contend with. This is the water coming in from the shower, and it will be gravity filled into this tank to recirculate the water. So I got that to think of. I have the air vent to think of for this tank. I have another tube that's still going to come out and go around and go into my water float valve here, which I didn't talk about. This right here, this concoction is what I am intending to use to fill the tank for my fresh water tank. And it has here a cheap looking water valve, a water level valve that will cut off the water when it reaches a certain level. And this is going to mount outside the tank. So that's why I need that tube to go into the bottom of this thing right here, this piece, as a signal to stop water from entering the tank. So that's another tube that's going to come out, go around, and go up into that. Another tube. Then I have this concoction, which is going to, it's similar to what I did over here. So it got the little elbow here so that I can point it to the bottom of the tank to slip up, as much water as possible. But that's got to be fixed in here in a special way, maybe like that, and there, come out here. And I had this water pump right here, which is going to be associated with that, probably mounted on the wall, out of the way, to pump the water out of the tank. So there's a lot going on in this area, this cavity, and this area, which is really going to be a cavity because I don't have this whole entire area. It's going to be something on top. So these 2 areas is all I have for my plumbing, and as you see, it is getting kind of tight. So I just don't want to put holes for my fitting on this tank until I get all my pieces together, and I'm still waiting because I have to think about how I'm going to connect this. I can't turn this into the floor to turn it on, to screw it on. So I have to buy a swivel type of piece to help me connect that. And every swivel piece I add is going to add some centimeters into the space. An example is this piece right here is a swivel that I had to buy so that I can connect all of this. Because again, I can't turn it into the floor. So just an idea of what I'm going through. And it's raining today. And the water is leaking still. I'm still brainstorming what to do about that. I'll let you guys know what I decide after I run some tests. Anyway, thanks for listening. See you guys in the next video.